midnight confession. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to this environment. And basically, this is how I spend my time: relaxing, listening to R&B, especially when things are so tough or heavy in my mind that I'm not really able to comprehend or either solve. So today we are discussing, or we are talking about Baba, and it is basically something that has not even, I've not comprehend. I can't believe that Baba is no more, and it's a Shuja day. And much as we say happy Mashuja, I'll say it, but then I actually avoided watching any processions at Baba. I have just kept low, doing my own things and listening to music, hoping that it goes away. And I know it will not go away, but then, I don't know, it's hard. And so Baba's gone, and Baba's just been buried, and we have no capability of reversing that. So we'll have to live by it, but so be it. That is life. But then today, I want to take this opportunity probably just to introduce you to something that I feel is very important. And this is what we call the NGiNX. So what is NGiNX and how does it work? That is what I want us to talk about. And NGiNX, in short, is one of the largest and highly performing web servers. So what NGiNX does is that it has the capability of managing our servers and also has what we call the reverse proxy, which is one of the biggest or most preferred capability. And what is reverse proxy? Reverse proxy basically means it sits between your backend and your application. What does is that it ensures that your users or your applications do not talk directly to your backend. So any request that comes from your users, either it's a get or it's a push, has to first of all land on NGiNX. Then NGiNX would know how to get that request from the backend, and when the response comes from the backend, gets to NGiNX, then it asks to the user. So your applications are secured, your backend is also secured. There's nothing like man-in-the-middle attack. There will be nothing like denial of service and any other vulnerability that may come out of it. So that is one strong capability of NGiNX. Let us see much more. Other than NGiNX, what do we have? What have we had before? So we have several web servers that have been there and are currently still in use, depending on what application you want to use it or where you want to apply it. So you have something like Apache. I believe Apache is something that you have had, you have probably used. We have something like what we call the Lightspeed. We have something like Candy, and many more. But then today, I want us to talk about NGiNX and see why it's more important and it has been preferred as compared to the rest that we are now talking about. And my approach to this is that I want to introduce you to a lab, which is a self-test lab. It's hands-on. It will give you capabilities to understand the essentials of NGiNX as we go around. I will just introduce it and put it in what we call a docker, or rather how to install NGiNX into a docker. But don't focus so much on a docker, because most of what we're going to discuss will be the essential of NGiNX, the environment of NGiNX, and then I'm also going to introduce you to the prerequisites, what you need to have before then we hit the road running on Thursday this week. So why are we talking about NGiNX? We will understand. So first of all, remember, this is all on GitHub. So you can as well visit the GitHub and get to find who this person is. It's called S.9, and he has provided us with a lab. I've chosen on this lab because it's a little bit easier. You'll be able to understand how to configure, but at the end of the day, you shall have come out as a victor, because there are very many goals that will give you essentials of NGiNX. You'll understand a lot of things. Let me just give you the goals. Now look, those are the goals. So first of all, the overview of NGiNX, which is not really hard. You'll get to understand how it has evolved over a period of time, why it is more preferred, the lightweight feature, and kind of things. Then you're also going to understand how to build it on a Docker. So Docker are containers. I say it's a containerized environment, more like a VM, but a little bit different from VM. So that is the only section where we're going to talk about the Docker. And why are we talking about the Docker? Because Docker is now one of the preferred environments because of very many advantages that you probably may not see all right now. But then we are going to give you an opportunity to understand how to install into a Docker, and that is both the open source and the enterprise one, popularly known as the NGiNX Plus. Then we're also going to talk about one of its basic functionalities, which is how it functions as a web server. So all that is very important, how to configure and ensure that it now functions as a web server. We're going to troubleshoot it from all angles to ensure that it actually performs its function as a web server. Then another function, how it performs as a proxy or a reverse proxy. And I've explained what reverse proxy is. Then how does it do that? You know, it has a lot of capabilities. It will be able to protect your application. It will also be able to what we call load balancing. So one of the things that it does, even from this lab, what you're going to set up, you're going to set up 3 servers. Out of these servers, you're also going to try and see to stress test it. So we are going to push a lot of traffic to it and see if it is able to distribute this traffic within the servers that we shall have set up. And this ensures that it doesn't break down whenever it is under stress. So this is one of the functions that we're going to do. Another very important function that we're going to see is how to monitor logs, how to troubleshoot them, and how to fix common issues that are around logs. Remember, logs are very important when it comes to investigation. Investigation is basically walking back step by step to understand where the genesis of a problem started. With these logs, we're going to answer what, who, where, when, and how. Remember, those are very basic questions that you must have at the back of your mind whenever you're investigating any case. Then we're going to jump. From that point, we're going to jump straight away to third-party integrations. These third-party integrations would not limit us onto these 2 terms, the Penthouse and the Grafana. Penthouse and Grafana are basically open source monitoring tools, so they'll work hand in hand with the logs here. But I'm also going to introduce you to the APIs. APIs, as we all know, have now come with, they are game changers. They have brought a different view into any other application that we look at. So we're going to see how APIs are integrated into NGiNX, what they are able to do. And then we're also going to compare how to then mitigate, because I've seen a number of organizations right now introducing an API, use it, and then leave it within that environment. So anything that is inside your environment and is not in use is a vulnerability. So we're going to see how to integrate the APIs into NGiNX environment and how to manage it so that anytime you have an API that has exhausted its functionality, that has been used effectively, and it's no longer required to be in the environment, is dealt with. If it will be used in future and you still want to maintain it there for one reason or another, but you want to put it in a way that it cannot be taken advantage of, we will all be discussing it here. Then you're going to end by introducing more advanced topics. So some of the topics that we're going to introduce here are things like the artificial intelligence, for example, is something that you cannot avoid when you talk about advanced topics. We're also going to talk about the LLMs, the large language models, and how it fits into the whole lab environment. But more importantly, as we launch our lab, I would want us to talk about see the prerequisites. So these are the bare minimums that you require to understand how the lab goes, so that we are in sync. As we move along, we don't leave you behind. So what are some of these prerequisites? So you should be able to a little bit understand, not too much, just a little bit understand the commands within the fine arts environment, how to copy, how to edit, how to save files and all that. I believe these are ABCs of any language that you interact with. Then you're also going to know about the TCPs. We are going to understand the network environment. Remember you're talking about NGiNX. You want to understand how it interacts with the whole architecture. Look at it as just from the network level, the application level, the transmission level, all those the 7 layers. All that we are going to see how NGiNX interacts with them, so that at the end of the day, you have capabilities to understand how NGiNX understands, or rather communicates with all these levels. So Thursday this week, you're going to start with one lesson. Ensure that you have these requisites. The good thing is that I'll be here to ensure that you have configured your system ready for us to launch the lab, and so that we move step by step. And at the end of the day, I think we shall have had all these goals put under one basket, and we have the essentials of NGiNX ready with us. And you cannot avoid NGiNX as we speak today, because it's largely used by most organizations. So I'm here to guide you, I'm here to help you. Just keep your fingers and eyes and all the senses organ on www.kenyaforensicexaminers.co.ke. That's where we are going to give our communication on how our lessons will roll. Otherwise, as for now, it's still sad that we have to talk about Baba. And it's hard to believe that Baba has gone. And there will be another Baba. Before Baba, there was another Baba. And Baba, I believe there will be another Baba. And so life goes on. It's nature. So thank you very much, and hope to see you as we roll out the lab. Midnight confession.